The crisp autumn air carried the scent of fallen leaves and something else, something unfamiliar. A faint, almost imperceptible mewing, barely audible over the wind. The sound, coming from the basement, drew Mrs. Henderson's attention. She peered into the dim shadows, her heart sinking as she saw a tiny, shivering form emerge. It was a kitten, barely more than a ball of fluff, its fur matted and dirty, its eyes wide with fear. It tentatively peeked out, its head bobbing, before diving back into the darkness at the sight of Mrs. Henderson. She could see a raw, bloody scratch across its ear, and its thin, whimpering cries tugged at her heart. Mrs. Henderson knew this story all too well. Every fall, as the weather turned cold, the abandoned kittens would appear, discarded like unwanted toys. She had a soft spot for them, a fondness for their tiny, trembling vulnerability. She cautiously approached the basement, speaking in soothing tones, "Here, kitty, kitty, come here." The kitten, named Fluffy by Mrs. Henderson, was hesitant at first, but the lure of a warm bowl of milk finally coaxed him out. He lapped it up greedily, his eyes never leaving Mrs. Henderson, filled with a mixture of fear and gratitude. That night, as Fluffy snuggled into a warm bed of blankets, Mrs. Henderson wondered about his story. Had he been separated from his mother? Abandoned by a family who no longer wanted him? The questions lingered, but one thing was certain: Fluffy was safe now. The following day, Mrs. Henderson noticed a change in Fluffy. He was bolder, playful, and his fear seemed to be fading. He even ventured out of the basement, exploring the house with a newfound confidence. Then came Pushinka. She was a tiny black and white kitten, found huddled in the alley behind Mrs. Henderson's house, barely breathing. She was weak, malnourished, and covered in fleas. Mrs. Henderson, with a tenderness she rarely showed, bathed her, fed her, and nursed her back to health. It didn't take long for Fluffy and Pushinka to become the best of friends. They chased each other, played hide and seek, and snuggled together in a shared bed. Their playful antics brought a warmth to Mrs. Henderson's heart that she hadn't felt in years. But as the days turned into weeks, more kittens appeared. One by one, they were found, abandoned, lost, and scared. Each one, given a name and a warm place to sleep, found solace in the love and care of Mrs. Henderson. The house, once quiet, was now filled with the joyful meows and playful antics of a growing feline family. The cats, sensing Mrs. Henderson's compassion, seemed to have a strange understanding. They didn't just accept the new arrivals, they embraced them. They cleaned them, cuddled them, and even taught them how to play. Mrs. Henderson, watching the kittens thrive under the watchful eyes of the older cats, felt a sense of peace.